rebuilt by new coach Alfio Basile, was also in sparkling form as Argentina made it 3 wins out of 3. The host nation Chile made their contribution to an exciting group and gave us the goal of the tournament, scored by Fabian Este in front of 70,000 people in Santiago in a 4-0 victory over Paraguay, which clinched Chile's place in the second round. Argentina joined them despite resting 9 players against Peru in what was their 4th game in only 7 days. Diego Latorre, who's bound for a top Italian club, scoring early on. Peru made a game of it, but Argentina won 3-2 thanks to this goal by Claudio Garcia, which maintained their 100% record. Well, like Argentina, Brazil, favourites to win Group B, had a rebuilt side under new management. But it was an old Brazilian speciality which gave them a win over Bolivia. Branco scoring from so far out, he almost had a seat in the stand. Miss of the tournament was by Brazil's Rai, younger brother of former captain Socrates, and I can't resist saying he greeted his howler with a wry, philosophical smile. The other South American giants, Uruguay, who won this championship more than any of their rivals, had a disappointing tournament. This goal by Peter Mendes to gain a draw against Brazil, one of their few happy moments as they failed to qualify for the second stage. Brazil figured in the biggest upset against Colombia, one of these surprise successes of the World Cup. Carlos Valderrama helping to set up a goal for Anthony Diavia. Another character from Italia 90, that eccentric goalkeeper René Higuita, had started the move, which led to a fabulous strike by veteran Arnaldo Iguaran, an historic 2-0 win and a place in the next round for Colombia. The Brazilian media called for the resignation of new coach and former World Cup star Falcao following that defeat, but Brazil can expect fireworks, and this match was no exception. That X-rated tackle saw both players sent off, and by the time Brazil's Careca received his marching orders for this off-the-ball incident, elbowing Argentina captain Ruggieri in the face, the referee had brandished the red card no fewer than 5 times. In between the aggro, there was some excellent football, though. Argentina taking the lead with less than a minute gone. The header by Dario Franco, who scored a similar goal when they drew against England at Wembley last season. Only 3 minutes later, Brazil were awarded a free kick, all of 35 yards out. But distance is no object to the goal scorer Branco. Just before half-time, Argentina restored their lead. An excellent cross coming up from Rodriguez, who's just joined Marseille, and Dario Franco with another superb header made it 2-1. Only a minute into the second half, Rodriguez was again the provider, whipping in another great cross for the new superstar Gabriel Batistuta to score his 5th goal of the tournament and make it 3-1 to Argentina. Brazil mounted real pressure after that, and they were eventually rewarded when some defensive uncertainty let in João Paulo for a goal for Brazil. But Argentina held on to their 3-2 lead to make it 5 wins out of 5. Well, our summertime is winter in South America, and it could have been Barnsley on a wet night in November when Argentina met Chile in Santiago in their next game. A fine late save by Goycochea ensured that Argentina remained unbeaten, the result a goalless draw. Meanwhile, with Brazil beating both Colombia and Chile 2-0, we reached the final match, with Argentina needing to beat Colombia to win the title. They had another perfect start. Basualdo's cross, Simeone scoring after only 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes later, Argentina was celebrating again. And fittingly, it was Batistuta who beat René Higuita for his 6th goal of the championships. A performance which has earned him a contract with the Italian club Fiorentina. Argentina, bidding for their first South American championships in 27 years, relaxed at 2-0 and paid the price. They had a real fright when Anthony Diavia scored for Colombia. Had Colombia scored again, the title would have been Brazil's, and you can see how anxious Argentina were to waste time. Eventually, they gave the ball back, and Argentina hung on to deservedly win the game, and the Championship, the oldest international tournament in world football, for the 13th time in their history. And so the nation, which has contested 3 of the last 4 World Cup finals, has once again built a team capable of beating the best.